Hey everyone, it's Robert here from danceScape, and we have our special guest, Ian Pettigrew.
How are you?
Beverly and I just did a photo shoot here at the Millwork. We came across your photos and your work on Instagram, and one of the things we saw was this amazing book called Homemade Hamilton. How did this idea come about?
Uh, Started off with the first book that was actually called Handmade Hamilton. So this is part two. It's just basically celebrating everything that's Hamilton, celebrating all the great entrepreneurs, all the movers, makers, shakers that really they just make Hamilton a great place. So there's chefs, there's tattoo artists in there. You can see by Robert's tattoos.
Yeah, so
Totally real.
I'm matching his real tattoos.
Yeah, of course.
I have low tolerance for pain, so maybe I'll set this for a birthday milestone.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
I'll start to get that.
I know where to take you down.
No, but your work was just incredible. Just looking at your portfolio, not only on Instagram but also in the book itself, you have a distinct point of view.
Yeah.
Is this something you're aware of, or it just happens and it pours out of you?
Just kind of happened over time. Every kind of photographer wants to have a style. You know, it's like when you see a photo from somebody, either Richard Avedon or someone of that caliber, you're like, that's a Richard Avedon photo. Like right away, you would know it's Annie Leibovitz or it's whoever, Sally Mann, or like what the great photographers. Different kind of photographers, but I'm also very much influenced by film.
Oh, interesting.
Cinematography. I've always been a huge fan of film, which is really just another way of lighting the scene. So it could be something from like The Godfather to whatever movie, just that look of that movie comes across as a cinematographer who's really just a photographer.
That's very true. It's a
lighting. Yeah, but now it's not just still, it's actual moving. So how they light it and what film did they use? Like what lenses did they use for this thing? It's always fascinated me. It's the same thing that I do, the same lighting and lens. And
that's what I was saying to Beverly. Also, Selena and Nicholas are here with us. It just looks like you sculpt with light. Like you're a light sculptor. Like when I see your work. And I was expecting Trilly to come here to see multiple lights. But at the end of the day, it's one light in your vision.
Yeah.
How you see things, right?
It's just out of habit. I've learned to use one light very effectively. Certain books like this, some of my other books that I made in the past that I've actually had to travel around to make. I've been going from hotel to hotel, kind of thing like that, and it's just too much to set up with 2 or 3 lights. So I tend to learn how to use one light, and it's the type of light you use and how you use it. You could sculpt that one light around to like really make it work to your advantage, and not have to be just like, oh my God, this guy's got 7 lights. Like, what the hell's he doing?
When I first emailed you, one of the things I had mentioned was going back to my software days. I worked in marketing communications for a software company, but one of the books that was always around all the ad agencies we worked with, and as well as the marketing team, was communication arts.
Oh yeah.
And so I said to you, wow, your work looks like it's from communications arts, but it's even more so because you're an award-winning photographer. Share a little bit about
and also graphic designer.
Yes, graphic design.
I think it's 2005 or 6. Me and my ex business partner are in CA graphic design. I think it was 2019 possibly. I was in for their
amazing
annual. So I got those 2 awards proudly on my. Because those are hard
they are. I mean, it's the best of class in the world. We're talking about world-class artists.
And I enter year after year. That's the only time I've ever been in the magazine, because it's pretty much the toughest magazine to get in. You could be on the same page as some like Annie Leibovitz.
That's exactly it.
They're just, oh my God, on the same page as Annie Leibovitz. It's fantastic.
Mind-blowing, right?
And like you get a little trophy, but you get to claim it. I was in communication arts. It's like
it reaches
still the hardest one to get into.
Yeah, no, it's incredible.
That's why you only have to give your best work.
Now, you weren't here originally in Hamilton. You work in Toronto, and then you shared about having clients all over the world. Maybe just share a little bit about that.
Maybe not all over the world, but clients right across Canada.
When you talk about the U.S., it's basically the world.
Canada, or the world.
I'm kidding.
I started working in advertising in '92. I still work in advertising. Like I still do work for a lot of people. I still do logos and advertising,
Yes.
stuff like that. But about 17 years ago is when I decided I was going to make the leap into photography. I was taking my own photos. I was entering them in different contests, and some of the first contests that I ever entered, I was winning. And I was just like, either
Is this a mistake, or I'm really this good?
Yeah, it's like,
or great?
it's like, am I this good, or like I just wasn't sure at first whether or not it was, it's a fluke, was it?
Clearly not.
But I like doing it, and of course everyone starts on their journey doing photos like the same way.
Yeah.
Is you always start off taking photos of everything.
Yeah.
You do street photography, and you do landscapes,
Yeah.
and you do maybe boudoir, and you do sports, or you do event photography, and you have to go and take pics of everything. Mine started to lean more and more towards people,
Yeah.
which just got more and more towards portrait.
Yeah.
So that's almost exclusively
Yeah.
what I do now is
Can see
portrait
that.
work. Although now I go home and I have a job that I have to finish this week, and I'm taking shots of ramen noodles.
Ramen noodles.
So who knows
There's
what
an
can
art to
happen?
making ramen noodles look sculptural, and you just want to have
Yeah, it's true.
that ramen noodle.
Yeah, it's like it's in a nice
Captured by
bowl.
Ian Pettigrew.
It's replacing the States, and they're actually working with Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, is that
On it.
amazing?
Yeah, so
Are they Canadian? It's a brand of ramen noodle, or it's the,
Chef Wu.
Oh,
You buy it in the store.
yeah.
They sell it at Fortino. So
Sometimes life is so interesting, the different life paths. And, well, we are celebrating our 25th anniversary at danceScape. And, when you've survived 25 years in business,
yeah,
you recognize that some things are tough and you work through it. And other things, it's just fluid. It's like you're riding a wave. And I felt since meeting you that it's like riding a wave. It's just the chemistry, our respect for your artwork.
well, thank you.
The skill that you've displayed here today, and just in the photography, but it's bigger than that. We are so honored that Ian is now, I don't want to say rebuilt, it's kind of like recognizing our brand where we are at this point in time. And to have you do that, like truly honored. And
Haven't seen it yet.
yeah, well, in a month, we'll check in again. And, oh my God, that sucked. No, I'm sure. Well, not
Show
sure.
you now, but it's going to cost you.
No, but truly. And we're so thankful that
Chemistry is key.
Yeah.
Chemistry is very much, especially on a branding exercise. Sometimes you'll get a client that just wants to fight
Yes.
every step of the way and doesn't want to let go of
Yeah.
something that needs letting go of
Yeah.
a lot of times. Maybe they actually designed the logo.
Yeah.
They've taken an umbrage that you want to change it, but
I think that's what we found in you as a photographer. Over the years, we've approached different photographers, or photographers have approached us, but you always get a feeling that something's not right, but you work through it.
Yeah.
And it feels this is the time that we need someone like yourself. And so yeah, we're so excited to see what you have in store for us. And I think the other thing is, through your work, there's always a point of view of photographer. For whatever reason, you make everyone just look amazing. Whether you're capturing a certain piece of
my
them,
job is,
you know what I mean? You captured a certain piece of them
I
that
don't want to
they're unique. They look,
Yeah,
they are who they are.
you have to bring out their personality is the
yeah.
key, but I also have to make them look good.
And I think that was our key.
I don't want to make anyone look bad. I'm taking. Nonetheless, it's on purpose, and that was the brief. Is okay, we'll make this guy not look too good. But
So, what is your philosophy of life? What other things do you see yourself doing these next number of years?
I don't have any
No,
plan like
you just
that at all.
lay it as it comes, right? Sometimes you just have to do that, I guess.
I'm just happy to still be here. You hit a certain age, and you're just happy to get up in the morning and have this as your job, and be able to do what you love. you know, it's kind of the old saying is, well, you won't work a day in your life.
Yes.
Do what you love.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So
Before we close off the interview, there was something that really struck me in this book, and it has to do with the last page.
Oh, okay.
Because on the last page, there's a picture of Ian as he is now, and Ian in his teen years,
High school, yeah.
high school years. What made you decide to put these two aspects of yourself in this particular book?
I just thought it was a funny photo to use. It's actually a project that I'm currently working on. It's a personal project, but I'm going through a bunch of my old photos of me, and I actually want to recreate these old photos.
Yeah, yeah.
Some of them are actually me as a baby.
Oh,
And I'm going to actually recreate these photos of as a baby right up into my teens.
Yeah.
The hardest part I'm having is finding some of my 80s clothes again. You know those shirts in the 80s with the zipper? Yeah, the zipper going down.
Right. Yes.
I have a great photo of me with one of those shirts, and I just can't find that shirt anymore. So.
Well,
If you happen
these
to-
guys on the cover, they have a
Vintage Soviet might
I have to check that
might
out.
have one, but yeah, that's, like we're talking something from like 84, 85. It's like if I can find a shirt like that.
So as a closure, I brought my high school picture of myself
Yeah.
because I didn't like myself in high school.
No.
But I recognize who that person was. So we're gonna have a close send off. And I wouldn't mind if Selena, you took a picture of this myself with Ian, and then we'll show him in his. You were much better looking than I was.
I don't know about that.
You
Bit of an
hold this
awkward-
up, and then I'll do my awkward.
Hold on.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, not
great.
too great, right? Thankfully, I don't have to write a book.
Awesome.
Thanks so much.
Awesome.
We look forward
Thank you very much.
to seeing what you're going to do with this. It's not only the photography, but also the new emerging danceScape after 25 years. All right.
Thank you
Thanks,
very
Ian.
much. Cheers.